Are you wanting to scale your business with digital products? I'm Becky Beach, and I've grown $1 million digital product empire that earns me passive income while I sleep, eat, and play. Join me each week as we grow our digital product businesses together. This is the Becky Beach Show. Hey everyone, welcome to the Becky Beach Show. I'm Becky Beach, and in today's episode, we're going to be talking to the Caterina Rando. She's a famous speaker, and she helps women achieve their dreams. Welcome, Caterina.
Hi, Becky. Blessing to be with you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like, Caterina's going to tell us all about how to use speaking to grow our businesses.
Yeah, speaking is one of the best strategies to build influence and gain Insta clients.
Oh, yes. Since I've been joining Caterina's program, I've been getting a lot more speaking engagements, and I've been doing lots of one-on-one coaching, and it's really helped me, get to know my customers better. And it's just a great way to also earn more income in your business if you do this as a service, and also, attending virtual and in-person speaking engagements. So how can you find these in-person and virtual speaking engagements?
Well, the first thing, Becky, is we want everybody to be a loud and proud speaker. And what I mean by that is in all the 25 plus years I've been using speaking to grow my business, most of my speaking opportunities have come from somebody that knew me or somebody that heard me speak. And the thing is that people that we connect with every day, most of them are involved in some kind of group or association or
Mhm.
community where you could be a great speaker. But the thing is, if we don't tell them we're a speaker, they
Yeah,
don't think of us. So
right.
first thing is, are you introducing yourself as a speaker?
Mhm.
Like I just talked to a lovely gal, she's an attorney. I said, when you introduce yourself, say, I'm an attorney and a speaker. That's the first thing. Be louder and prouder. Make sure it says speaker in your LinkedIn profile. Make sure it says speaker in your Facebook profile. Make sure that you're posting. Hey, I've got a great speech on XYZ. What groups can you connect me with? These are examples of being loud and proud that you're a speaker, and that could bring some bookings to you.
Oh, yes. Like, I made sure to put speaker on my LinkedIn profile. I haven't
Great.
checked my LinkedIn in a while. I don't know if I've gotten anybody like messaging me on there, but that's always good to do when I put it on my website as well.
Yes. And let's talk about that. So if you want to speak, make sure you have a page on your website that says speaking or topics,
Mhm.
says about what you talk on, what kind of groups you're looking to connect with. And then you can direct people there who want to book you for speaking or who want to check you out as a speaker. Also, have a video on there of you speaking. And these days, since we all speak virtually, it's totally fine if you have a few minutes of you doing a virtual presentation as well.
Oh, yeah. It seems to be a lot easier for me to find virtual speaking than it is in
Yeah.
person. I love to do in person. How do you recommend to find the in-person speaking
Okay.
engagements?
Well, one of the things is, actually on Eventbrite and Meetup, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of groups having meetings on usually a monthly basis.
Hmm.
Go do a search for whatever your category is. Moms, women, attorneys, whoever it is that you want to talk to, and see what opportunities come up. And then you can scroll down to the bottom of the page and you can see who the organizer is. And you can reach out to them. And here's where it's really helpful to have a page on your website about your speaking, because then you could just send them the link. Hey, I speak on this, this, and this. Here's a link to more information about me speaking. I would love to be considered as a speaker for you in the future. You can do that.
Hmm.
You can also go, and I've done for years, Becky, I do a Google search,
Hmm.
women plus conference plus the year, women plus business plus event plus organization. Whatever your keywords are for your audience, you want to do a search for that and see what comes up. And you do have to build a list and you do have to reach out, because a lot of groups are only booking speakers at one point during the year?
Oh, fabulous tips. I'm writing them down. Sorry.
Good.
I just want, I'll probably go back to the video later and watch it, but that is just such amazing tips. Yeah, I love, doing the Google search. I mean, that's so simple and you think people would think about that, but a lot of people don't, it's just such a simple thing to do to find like different conferences. And what if the conference is already going on and you want to speak at the next one? Like, what do you do then? Do you just reach out to them?
Absolutely. You reach out. Many of them have speaker application pages that you can fill out for this time or next time. The
Mm-hmm.
other thing is if there's an event that you really want to speak at, virtual or live and in person, go to that event. Also start to look and see who's spoken there before, who goes to that event, who might be able to give you a personal introduction to whoever books the speakers. You're always going to get further with personal introductions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've filled out tons of requests for speakers, but personal introductions get you a lot further.
Yeah, I agree. That's such a great way to get more speaking engagement. What is it about speaking that helps you build your business?
Well, the thing is, as you know, people have to know us, like us, and trust us. But the other thing is, when we're selling to women, and I like to sell to women, those are the people that I serve.
Mm-hmm.
Women also have to feel a rapport with you. They
Mm-hmm.
have to feel like they vibe with you, that they could talk to you. And they also have to get that we genuinely care and we genuinely want to help. And as a speaker, you can build rapport with the whole audience at once. Now, not everybody is going to vibe with you. There's going to be people that don't, but there's going to be people that really do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be people that have been looking for someone like you. And that's why it's so helpful because we get to connect with people one to many rather, 10 speeches, you could connect
Mm-hmm.
with 200, 300 people as opposed to sitting down for coffee with 300 people. That will take you a lot more time. And
Right.
during your talk, you get to build influence. You get to share your super tips and your massive value. They get a sense of your personality. And some people are going to resonate with you. Now, Becky, as you know, because you've been in the Thrive at Sales class, that we also have to do our follow-up though.
Mm-hmm.
The fortune is still in the follow-up. Now, we might get some Insta clients, like we could invite people to join us for our membership or
Mm-hmm.
invite people to join us for our upcoming seminar. And we can probably sell some low cost things and get an Insta yes. But one guiding principle is the more time people spend with us, the more they're open to investing with us. They're open to the possibility of investing with us. But then the more time they spend with us, the more dollars they're open to investing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I like to do when I go give a talk is I like to invite those gals to come to one of my workshops and spend more time with me, or some come to one of my 1 day or 2 day events, spend more time with me. Because why? Because the more time they spend, the more value they're going to get, which is going to build more influence. So this is why, Becky, that I recommend every single woman who has a service business, even if she has a product business, that every month she hosts her own Zoom thing, which is
Mm-hmm.
your own Zoom workshop or event. So then when we're networking, when we're talking to people who've been referred to us, we always have something to invite them to. And when
Yeah.
we invite them, that's going to build influence because we want to build influence, of course, before we ask them to buy.
That's just such great advice. I actually did do that. Last week, I had what's called a brain dump party where I invited everybody on my list to go to this brain dump party. And during this party, we took 20 minutes to think of everything you can do to make money in your business. And then we all talked about what we did. And we learned so many different things people are going to do to make money in their business. And it was, we had a really great talk. And it was such an interesting way to connect with others. And it was all free. But what I should have done was pitch something, but I didn't. I didn't really want it to be like a stressful pitching thing. So I just didn't have any pitching, but I probably should have.
Well, let's say this. Okay, so let's just go through this. First of all, I love that idea, Becky. Please invite me to the next one. I would love to come. And that's the thing. We just want to spend time with people. Remember, the more time they spend with you, the more they're open to investing. I just said, I'm going to come back to what I wanted to talk about, but I want to say, I said to my team this morning, I took some gals to the museum on Saturday. We had a private docent tour of the fashion exhibit. It was all social, wasn't
Mhm.
intended to be business. But you know what happened when we were there? One gal, she could not stop raving about the fact that she's coming on our Amp Up Mastermind cruise. Another gal was
Mhm.
raving about the Thrive at Sales class. So even though it wasn't intended for business, just the fact that women were together
Mhm.
was good for business. And I want everyone to recognize that, because social can also help with your business, because anything that gets the gals together is good for business. And I love that you did your brain dump party. Now, I want to make sure, Becky, did you take a screenshot of who showed up?
Well, I did record it, so I can go
Okay, great.
through again and
Okay,
just like,
great.
only a few people appeared on camera. Like I should have had, like, most people had their camera off.
Okay, so we want to always take a screenshot. Now, you can go back and you can see everybody that showed up. We take a screenshot, so then immediately after, we can send people a direct message through LinkedIn or Facebook. We can thank them for coming. And then, Becky, you can invite them to have a conversation with you if they want to talk to you about some consulting, some one-on-one consulting, if they have any questions, or if they're not yet in a program, hey, based on what you shared at the brain dump, I'm sure this program or this XYZ or this
Mhm.
product or this course would be great for you. Would you like to schedule a time to talk about it? So let's be very clear. When we're in the group meeting, which I'm sure you did, you say, hey, if you'd like to talk to me, please follow my schedule link and we can talk. But that's a one-to-many invitation. And that doesn't necessarily evoke a decision to
Mhm.
talk to. They might say, okay, that's a good idea. We do not follow up after and we say, hey, I'd love to talk with you. Pick a time. Now, because they were at our event, they are absolutely going to respond. But what do they have to do first? They have to make a decision. And that is another reason why this works so well. Invite them to your thing and then invite them to a conversation. And that
Mhm.
is where we get clients or
Oh,
more clients.
that's such an amazing idea. I'll go through because I do have record of everybody that signed up, and then I'll go through and like maybe email them individually to see if they're interested in working with me. Like that, that's like a fabulous idea. And also wanted to, I also had a thought in my head as you were saying, speaking in front of people, like, someone can even film that and it could go viral
Right,
if you're speaking
exactly.
it somewhere, and then you can get even more people interested in you.
Yeah, you could take some of the super tips that you shared, Becky, at your event, and you could put those all over the place. And then you could say, hey, this is what I talked about at my brain dump party this month. If you think you missed out, here's the date for next time. So we can get more signups for the next one. And by the way, one of the things, Becky, I'm very much a fan of is the personal invitation. So when we have an event like a workshop, we put it all over social, we put it in our email, we put it on our website. Those are all good things to do. We post in groups we're in, but that's all promotion. What puts more smiles on the screen, as you know, are personal invitations. When we reach out, say, hey, Mary, haven't talked to you in a while. I'm having this event or this workshop. Please come. I know you'd get value. Now, if we have even a little bit of influence with her, she is going to respond to us, but she has to make a decision. And that's how we get more smiles on the screen.
Oh, that's like such great advice. Yeah, I'm in Caterina's program. I'm going to her business cruise. What was it called?
Yeah,
Bliss Retreat. Yeah, coming up in November. Really excited. And I'm
yeah,
thinking about joining the Amp Up cruise because that one's like lower price, but I haven't like
yeah.
decided on that yet. But like she has an amazing program, so you definitely want to check her out. I'll put all her information in the show notes. Well, do you have anything last minute, Caterina, before we end the call today?
My friend, you know me, I got a lifetime supply of value for the ladies. What I would say is I want to encourage everyone to set goals around speaking
Hmm.
at least twice a month. With virtual, you could do it 4 times a month at least. Easy. Don't got to leave your house. You can do 3 speeches in a day. I do encourage everyone to schedule their own Zoom thing, just like you've done, Becky. It could be a workshop, it could be an event. When the pandemic started, I would get the gals together for virtual tea and chat, Now you want to have some hot topics that you're going to talk about, which showcase whatever your business is.
Yeah.
You just don't want to have just a chat. You want to have chat and super tips or chat and coaching or chat and consulting so that you can be helpful to the attendees, but also that builds influence and shows your massive value. And the other thing I'll say, Becky, because a lot of gals, they're like, okay, well, I'm not a very good speaker. People
Right.
are people are not coming because they want to evaluate your presentation skills. They're coming because you're a health coach or a life coach or a
Hmm.
business coach, and they want to get some value from you for themselves. They're going because they want value for themselves. How to be, we have our friend Elizabeth who talks about joyful parenting. Nobody's going to joyful parenting workshop unless they want to be a more joyful parent, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love Elizabeth.
She's lovely. So the idea is please just get started. Don't get ready to get ready. Pick a date, pick a time, pick a topic, and do it. And that will put you on the right path for more influence, more clients, and of course, more revenue.
Oh, I just love that. Yeah, Katarina's been helping me so much. I'll make sure to put some of her programs in the show notes so you can check them out. Like, thanks so much for being here again. And please check out Katarina's website, CaterinaRando.com. I'll have everything in the show notes at BeckyBeachShow.com. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Goodbye.
Hi.
Thanks so much for listening to the Becky Beach Show. Please check out the show notes at BeckyBeachShow.com and my membership, BusinessBeachClub.com, to start and scale your own digital product business. Have a great day. See you next time on the Becky Beach Show.